I should also say that Don Verdean is coming out this Friday in theaters, iTunes, VOD, everything. So give it up for Mr. Sam Rockwell.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
So thank you for being here.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And I guess a good place to start is you were in Jared's previous film. What is it about his comedy that you dig, that you connect with him?
You know, he's really an exciting filmmaker because he's very I don't know. There's something really inspirational about Jared's vibe. You know, he's very tall, very handsome guy, very charismatic, and he can do all the voices in Napoleon Dynamite. By the way, like perfectly, and so he can do when I did Gentleman Bronco with him, he did some of the voices, and he didn't do Bronco's, but he did Brutus's voice, and he did it. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm just gonna do that, right. You know, and so he's really smart.
And is Don's voice, is that him?
Don was a little more involved. I had a dialect coach, and Liz Himmelstein, she helped Jermaine as well with the dialect, but that was a little more specific. We had to kind of pin that down a little bit, yeah.
Do you, though, say, I'm thinking this guy's got a big crazy beard, or is this all Jared and then you just go along for the ride?
Yeah, I kind of went along for the ride. I mean, I put a lot into the character, but you know, Jared wanted the hair and the glasses and the outfit and the kind of, he wanted this kind of Texas Walker Ranger hair or something, and you know, he puts the look together for sure, and then I just do the acting, you know.
That's what you're there for. It's all right. So there are biblical archaeologists, yes?
Yeah, there are. They exist. That's right.
And so, it's true. They really are. So, did you go into heavy research? Did you try to seek
I Googled
these
a couple
out?
of guys, and some of them are like more genuine, and some of them are just con artists, and some of them are just crazy, you know. And Don's a little bit of everything.
Right. So you took a little bit of
Yeah.
what you saw with each.
Yeah, yeah. And I watched The Apostle a couple of times.
Really?
With Duvall. That was really kind of helpful for me. Yeah. And then I've done a lot of, I played a born-again Christian in a movie called Snow Angels, and I did Last Days of Judas Iscariot, and I played Judas. And there's a Jesuit priest named Jim Martin that helped me, really kind of spoon-feed me a New Testament tutorial, you know, when I played Judas, and then initially, and then I went to some services with Jim, and for Snow Angels, and so he actually helped me with some of the references on this one, just so I knew what I was talking about, because I didn't really grow up religious, but so he was really helpful. Yeah.
I mean, was it fun playing? I don't know. I don't want to give a lot away, but was it fun playing a guy that is conflicted? I mean, was that one of the interesting parts?
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, it's a great character. I mean, not unlike the Apostle, but it's also like, you know, it's like Steve Martin's the jerk, or Clouseau. You know, it's like he's an idiot. You know what I mean? He's a jackass, but it's fun to watch him kind of stumble through life. And Jermaine is the biggest jackass. You know, his character is hilarious. He's like Borat meets Clouseau meets I don't know what, you know.
And it builds and builds, which is great. His character, but also the relationship that you two have.
Yeah.
So, did you guys stay on page most of the time, or because you guys have a lot of scenes together? Did you guys riff a lot?
It was really tough sometimes to keep a straight face with Jermaine, you know, as well as Danny and Will Forte and Leslie Bibb. But like, you know, it was. You know, Jermaine, I think he kind of steals the movie. I think he's really amazing.
He is.
He's really something. Yeah. His outfits are incredible. His yarmulkes, and it's priceless.
So I think this is a good time to run our clip, because both of you guys are great in this
really
one.
Something.
So let's roll that. So is that all your hair, all your beard, or let's
my
talk the
beard.
real questions here.
That's a wig, and I have a real beard. That's my real beard. Yeah.
Impressive.
I had a fake beard on Gentleman Broncos, and a wig, and I said to Jared, I said, listen, man, I can't do the fake beard again because it's you can't smile, you get food in it, somebody's always fixing it, putting the glue back on, and then we were in Salt Lake, and there were all these gnats. Do you know what gnats are? These little bugs, you know? And they were like attacking our faces and getting in my fake beard, and it was like a nightmare. So I said, no fake beard. Let me grow a real beard this time, and maybe we'll do it, you know. So we tried some wigs, and yeah.
Nice. So I want to jump around a little bit too, because you are very busy right now. You are on Broadway right now, Fool for Love, which I mean, for the people I know, it's a Sam Shepard play. I think was it Ed O'Neill that originated the role?
Ed Harris.
Ed
Harris and Kathy Baker did it. It was written for Ed Harris and 30 years ago, and he was, I heard he was really amazing.
Does Sam have any old stories with Ed?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I used to do the splits. He did a backflip off the wall. He would jump up on the wall and do a backflip, and he was pretty good roper, I think, you know. And I don't know if he roped the chair. I don't know if he roped Kathy Baker, but he roped. I think he was a pretty good roper. He's a pretty solid cowboy for an actor.
Are you good with your roping skills in this?
I've gotten a lot better than I was last year when we did the play initially in Williamstown. Yeah.
And what do you get out of doing a stage play that is different than, you know, doing a film?
I think it's really like a gymnasium for an actor, you know, to work out and kind of the movie venue, the movie arena is really, it's a director's medium, you know, or an editor's medium. It's not really the actor's medium so much, and whereas the stage is more of an actor's medium, I think. And you get to work out. You know, it's much more challenging. You know, you're doing the whole movie every night. You know.
Does it get to a certain point in the year where you're like getting the itch where you're going, all right, for next year we got to find something for the stage? I mean, does it get like that for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's surprising how a couple years will go by. You know, 5 years, and you're like, I haven't done a play, and I better go do one soon. You know, because if you wait too long, you get too nervous, and it's you got to get up there as often as you can. You know, it's important.
And with just the realm of when you do films, they're independent films. They're very, for the most part, low budget for the most part. But there is, can you bring a lot to that than say when you do a studio film? Is there some kind of release that you get doing an independent film versus if you're cast for a
I think
studio?
Independent films, when you do a lead role like Don Verdean or whatever, I think it's a microcosm. So it's the thing about a bigger budget film is it takes longer, you know, and so you're like waiting around a lot. So the thing with low budget movies is you shoot it fast, and so creatively it's very satisfying, you know, because you're acting more, you know, and you're not waiting around.
And for a film like this where you are the lead, are you worried? I'm not worried, but curious about it post? Do you want to see some?
No,
some
not
kind of
really.
reference?
I like to leave everybody alone, and you know, I might have some ideas about music or something, but I don't really. Nah, I just let them do their thing. Yeah, stay out of it.
Gotcha. Well, I want to again change it super quick because you were also on an episode of Drunk History.
Oh yeah, man!
As
one of my favorite
Bugsy
shows.
Siegel, which was fantastic. I've always heard the stories of the people who tell the stories. You know, are they drunk? Are they not drunk? But I don't really get to hear the stories of the actors who are doing it. So give us a little take of. Because for yours, that guy was smashed, by the way.
He was.
So I don't
smashed.
even know how you did it because
yeah.
most of it was just mumbling. So, how does
it's
that
on a
work?
loudspeaker. It's on a loud. They put it on a loudspeaker and they put it on a loop, so you can kind of memorize it. And then so it was me, Ben Schwartz, and Dennis Quaid, and some other great actors, and we were, you know, we would just, you know, lip sync it. You know, and if I were to do it again, I think I would be more off book. I would try to memorize it more, but it was challenging. It was really fun, though. It was really, I love that show. You know?
So most of it is on the day.
Yeah,
You
most
walk
of it's
in
on the
and-
day, and you kind of just do it, and you just do it over and over again until you get it right. You know, but if I were to do it again, I might try to get more familiar. But it's really cool.
Yeah, you were. That's a great show, but you were very funny
Thanks.
in that one. So we're gonna do questions in a little bit, but just you've been in so much. I'm just curious. Is there one role of yours that really stands out? The one that you are extremely proud of?
There's a couple. I think there's like 5 or 6 that I'm really partial to because for whatever reason. I mean, so I don't know. You don't want to leave anything out. I mean, this one's pretty damn good. But Moon, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, Conviction, I'm partial to. Safeman, Snow Angels, Choke. I like those ones.
Choke didn't get his due, by the way.
Yeah,
if
I
I can
like
throw
Choke.
in
I think it's
my
really,
2 cents on that. But
yeah,
are
thanks.
those just because a lot of those are conflicted characters? A lot of those
Yeah.
are guys with a lot of
7
layers.
Psychopaths. Martin McDonagh. I mean, that's one that I'm really nice. I'm really happy. I really love that. I'm gonna work with him again. Yeah, he's awesome.
And what's going forward is how much do you have left with the play?
I got a week left, and I'm supposed to do a movie called 3 Billboards in April with Martin and Frances McDormand, and yeah, that's it. Doing an animated movie called Adventures of Drunkie.
That sounds
Comedy
fantastic.
Central. Yeah.
See, animated must be great because there's no hair and makeup. You just show up
There you
and you just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great gig.
Yeah, Jeffrey Tambor's doing it, and Steve Coogan, Nina Arianda. Yeah.
That sounds like fun. I hope you guys have questions. He's here. The man's here. So
Hi, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
When when you were in Moon, you were like isolated. Did you do any sort of like method type preparation for that, like isolating yourself or?
No. I was already isolated because we shot it in London, and my girlfriend was in America. So it was, and in fact, Duncan's was in a long distance relationship at the time as well, the director, and so we really drew from that a little bit because I was far away from my loved one, and so you can be isolated. In fact, I think I went to a film festival in Greece and I stayed a little too long, and I got a little depressed. And I remember reading the script, and it wasn't like the nice part of Greece, But anyway, it's interesting how you can get lonely just being in Toronto or something. You know what I mean? You don't know anybody, and you're isolated. I think it's very easy to be, if you're away from your friends, and if you're lucky to have good friends. I have very good friends, but so I think that's something to cling to, and we can all relate to that,
Hi.
Hey.
One, why are you so underrated all the time?
I don't know.
And
Gosh darn it.
usually you're the most expressive one in a comedy that you're in, but in this one it seems like you're more the understated one, and everyone else
no,
is
that's
doing
true.
the more.
I'm kind of a straight man in a lot of the film. Yeah, that's true.
How do you reel in that comedy side of you that you usually express?
Well,
with
you got to
yourself?
serve the scene. You got to serve the movie, and you got to serve the scene you're in. And so I do. I mean, I have a lot of funny stuff that I do in this, but I set up a lot of people to be funny, like especially Jermaine. Jermaine really knocks it out of the park. And I'm trying to think of a good example, but I mean, some of the great. There's always a straight man, Yeah. But it's a fun straight man, yeah.
you guys are very Abbott and Costello-y.
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
here.
I guess I'm Abbott. Yeah,
But,
yeah, I'm Abbott.
But it is true. Is you are usually the life of the party guy. That's usually your MO most of the time when you're cast. So is it fun being the kind of mellow guy in this one?
Definitely. I mean, I really took a dramatic approach to Don. So even though I have the funny glasses and the wig and the thing, but it's. I really think he's got a dramatic through line in the film.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm Sarah.
Hey.
So I saw Fool for Love, and I thought it was
Oh,
great.
right on.
Your lassoing skills are ridiculous.
Hey, thanks.
That
Thanks
was
a lot.
the most
Thanks.
impressive part for me. But so I'm an actor, and it can be really discouraging, trying to get into the film business and all that. So what's the best advice that you've ever received? That's my question.
I think, if you can, well, if you take, I don't know if you've studied or you're taking a class, but I think the study is very important. I studied Meisner and then for 2 years, and then after, I think, stay in touch with the students and do like readings of stuff. I started doing readings and I got involved. My friend who I studied with, Yul Vasquez, got me involved with the Labyrinth Theater Company, and then we'd read plays all the time, and
Do you
get
know
together.
David Deblinger?
I know
from
David very
yeah,
well,
I
yeah.
took a class with him
Yeah,
a month ago.
David's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
he used to run the improv stuff every
Cool.
week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Sam. How's
Hey,
it going?
how's it
Jay,
going?
nice to
Hey,
meet
man,
you.
how you doing?
I had a
Dressed up all
question,
nice for
actually.
you.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, man, you
this
look
is just
good.
for you.
I like it.
Hope
I like
you like
it.
it. Tie clip and everything.
I like it.
I was just wondering, actually. Everyone makes a fantastic and deserved big deal about your dance moves, and I was just wondering where that knowledge base comes from. Is it just all from improvising, or is it just choreographed?
I think I just kind of, it was a way to meet girls when I was a kid. Really,
It
That was
always
when I
is,
was in
right?
middle school, and the crew I hung out with was kind of, they liked to, move a little bit. Yeah.
It was worth it, I think. So.
Yeah. Thanks,
thank
man.
you.
Thanks a lot.
Are you looking for a role like Confessions of a Dangerous Mind again, where you are really,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
whether it
it's
be a
great-
fiction character or based on someone? Because that guy was really
Yeah,
larger
that's
than
a great
life.
role. I mean, that's a great role. That was an amazing experience. Yeah, I'd love to do something like that.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Like her, I saw you in Food for Love as well.
Oh, right on.
And I thought you were brilliant.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm curious to know, do you have any intentions on writing your own material or directing or?
No, I'm not really. I'm not really good at focusing on that kind of stuff. But
Really?
I wish I was. I wish I was. Yeah. It's a lot of multitasking when you're a director, but maybe write something someday. I don't know. I like to talk to actors. I think I could direct an actor, but there's so many other aspects to directing a film than just talking to actors. There's a lot to it. So, yeah.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
My name is Claire.
Hi.
And my question is, if there was a biopic about your life, who would you want to play you?
Pauly Shore. No, I don't know. I think maybe Ben Schwartz, because it would make me laugh my tits off. I think it would be really funny. Or somebody like that, like somebody like Jack Black or somebody like that. I think it'd be really funny. Like just send it up. Just do it.
Well, Sam, thanks so much. Guys, thanks for coming out.
Thanks.
See
Thanks a
Don
lot.
Verdean, theaters, internet, all that good stuff.